afternoon, or evening, or wherever you are from. I just hope it's good. We're riding around on the street triple today. I'm on my way to my parents' house because I shipped the gear lever support thing. I shipped it over to them, and apparently it's been there for 9 days or so. Yeah, so I'm gonna take a quick ride over there. And so the mic situation, I'm gonna dig a little bit deeper into my findings, and this could just go completely out the window if when I'm you know, editing it later, if the mic is still bad. So apparently on GoPros, Hero 9s and such, 10s, maybe 11s, I don't know if they ever fixed it, if you use the Wi-Fi feature on the camera, right? Because you know how on most of my videos you see how I have it like controlled from my like from my phone, like I could just, you know, click record and stop record. I think that apparently the Wi-Fi signal frequencies mess with with audio for whatever reason. So I mean, I guess that makes sense. So I'm trying it now with the Wi-Fi turned off. The only problem is that I don't know if my shot is in frame. Like if what I'm shooting, if what I want is, feel low, classic. If what I'm shooting is in frame, so it's going to be one of those things where I might have to turn the Wi-Fi on, check how my camera's set up, and then take my helmet back off again, and then you know, yeah. So it's a whole process, it's a whole thing. But that is what it is. Apparently GoPros are super touchy. I've been looking into Insta360s, but I prefer GoPro, the interface and all that. Not that Insta360 is bad by any means. I don't think it's a bad camera. I think it's an awesome camera. But GoPro is just, it's all the accessories I have. I've already spent money into GoPro, so I might as well keep what I have. A couple updates. You know how many times I've been talking that I wanted shorter squeezers, short levers, just because that's kind of the way I grew up riding bikes, from dirt bikes, and I have short levers on my Trident, and I honestly think they're better. I have pretty small hands, and what they say is not true, but I do have small hands, so I just like the smaller levers. Just for when I rode dirt bikes, I would always just use 2 fingers, and I feel like with this, it's just a little too far, and there's just a lot of leverage, and I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of normal length or long levers. So I have those coming. They were like, I think they were like $100 from, gee, I don't know, somewhere. So yeah, I'll let you know how they work. Apparently they are BCE, or I think that's what it's called, or MCS, or I have no idea. Like they work. Like you put it into the website and it pops up and it says you're good to go. So we'll see. And then I ordered my first little bit of carbon. The carbon heel guards, they go like right up against your heels, obviously. There's silver on this bike, which kind of matches because the subframe is silver. So I don't know. But I want to do the heel guards, the rear, what is that thing called? Like fender? Hi dog. Rear fender, like tire hugger thing, and then a front fender. And then possibly source the Moto 2 cowl, this thingy up top, because I know they're carbon on the like neon green or neon yellow, and then the white bikes, the Moto 2 editions. So I think that would be a pretty cool touch, especially, I just like it. It looks really good with gray and silver, so we'll see how that works. Right, so another thing on the agenda is, I'm just gonna go over how I guess YouTube is going for me. It was weird, it was fun, it was a different circumstance. I was just pushing videos out like every day. Obviously while the bike was still so new and I had parts coming for it and this and that. I don't know if everyone truly just likes me just bambling on or rambling on just about whatever. And I can and I will. I mean, because it's my channel, I can do what I want. But if I don't have content to film, I don't feel inspired, and if I'm not inspired, I'm just simply not gonna do it. Which is why, like, I have like there's days where like I want to film, like I'll wake up and I'll be like, damn, I'd like to make a video today. But about what? because I don't want to just put out whatever, you know. I ride in pretty secluded areas, so it's not like I can capture like weird things on the streets. I mean, I can if I go downtown, see a lot of weird stuff. But yeah, it's everything else from here on out is kind of just like expensive pieces that like I don't really want to buy right now, because I feel like I've built the bike too quickly. And so like everything else that I want is like carbon pieces, headers, and then a Rapid Bike Pro or Rapid Bike Evo. I forget what it's called, but there's certain things that I want to do, and they're expensive, and I just need to not. I just need to enjoy the bike and ride it and get fuel, because that's all I do. Okay, so here we are. This is what you're going to be taking off, this stuff here. When I did this last time to try to install the eBay one, I undid the whatever this is, the shifter link, like the quick shift thing, completely. It was just easier. There is a little pin mark on this, and it was like completely, I guess, parallel, or yeah, lined up with like the slot on the actual like adjuster. So it's very straightforward. I'm gonna go ahead and start taking it apart and yeah, have fun. Okay, I hope you'll be able to see this. There's two bolts right here, this one, and then there is a little silver retainer. So you take these two off and then you remove this silver retainer. I'll show it in a second, but once you take all this off, it's two bolts to take this, like, you know, cover off. And then that's the 1/8mm that squeezes the actual like linkage on. And if this thing is tight, which mine was, I just used a small flathead and just slightly pried inside of this, and it slid right out. So I'm gonna go ahead and pretty much loosely install it, and then I'll run you through what I did. It's gonna be hard to see, I'm sorry. So here I have removed this little bracket thingy that I told you about in the last clip. And then these two 8mm, you are not going to be using these. The kit supplies you with two longer ones. And these are 5mm Allen wrench hexes, if you will, that you're gonna basically put here, and then this is just gonna slip on. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some white lithium grease inside the bearing, like it tells you to, and I'll go ahead and install it and get back to you. Okay, I went ahead and grabbed my phone, so hopefully you can see it better, but I have it all installed. So like I previously mentioned, you leave out that silver like weird S retainer, and then those two 8mm that you would use. You put the two 5mm in, use some lithium grease in the bearing, and just slide it on, torque it. Doesn't say anything about torque specs. These two ones weren't that tight, so I just snugged it. It should be fine, but you do want to service this thing. So after about another 1,000, I'll probably take it apart and yeah, just tighten everything up, but it looks good. Probably should have got a colored one so you could see it, but whatever. You're probably not gonna be able to see it, so let me grab my phone. You gotta make sure you put these little like clip thingies back in that are on the edge here. Same with this one. Tighten this up, just ooga-doogas, don't have the torque specs. Just don't crank it on, you won't have a big problem. But yeah, it feels good with my hand, so I'm gonna get back on the bike, we're gonna go for a ride, and I'll give you my thoughts. Okay, here we are. The gear shift support chingus thingy from RaceTorx is installed. Super easy, you just saw it in the last clips. I mean, I think I can feel a difference. It does feel a little bit like easier to engage. I mean, I think the whole point of this thing was to just reinforce it, because like I said in another video, I think that the older models were prone to snapping with the actual like shaft. I think it was prone to snapping, so I just quick shifted into neutral, so that's cool. But I mean, I don't know. Right now I have 22 miles till empty, so I'm gonna go fill up with gas, because I assume that I'm gonna be riding with friends tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm gonna go get gas, and then we'll go, I guess, try to find somewhere more spirited. Find, like I don't know where they are. positive, I will say. But I think I need to go on longer rides to really be able to feel it. Downshifts feel like, I don't know, it's like, the problem is the quick shifter on this bike and the gearbox just out of the box is outstanding. So I don't think that there is a lot that you can do to make this thing better. Somebody had a fun night. I don't think there's a lot you can do to make this thing better. I mean, is it worth $75? No, I don't think so. I'm just being honest. Maybe if you had an older bike and you wanted that peace of mind, but I mean, I haven't heard of anything happening with the new bikes, or even like recent bikes, like 2020 and up models, or even, to be honest, I don't know the source of these. All I know is that I heard about it on Facebook and on some forums, so it's got to be true. And maybe it is, maybe it's not. I'm sure I'll have some buddy in the comments telling me that my music sucks. I don't care. But I'm sure somebody will tell me that either it's happened to them, or they know, or whatever it may be. I don't know. I just think it's... Look, it was something to buy, and it was something to make a movie on, video. So why not? You know? I guess, okay, going to neutral feels really nice. That does feel like a positive, like a snap. Not a bad, like a click, which I kind of like. So you really can tell when you're in neutral, because it's like a light, like almost like fall into neutral. It's not an astronomical difference. It's not, you're not gonna be like, holy hell, this feels like a new bike. No, you won't. It's not gonna be nothing like that, but it will take $70 or $80 from you. So. I'm gonna rewind, actually. I'm gonna rewind. I'm not going to make too much of judgment on this thing until I actually put, let's say, 100 miles on it. So I think I was at like 1100, no, 1082 or something like that. So I'm just gonna say, actually I'll check. $1,049 miles. That's how many miles are on the bike. So I'm gonna give it to 150, and then maybe if I remember I'll come back and update. I'll give it 100 miles. But I mean, so far I guess it does feel smoother. I guess it feels more notchy. So on my Subaru STI I had a like Cartboy short shifter, and then like the bushings and stuff, and it made it like notchy. I wouldn't say that this feels any more. I would say it feels maybe slightly more notchy versus not having it, but like I said, that the quick shifter and all this stuff from Triumph, like out of the box, was so good to begin with that I don't know, maybe I'm just weird, but it was something to buy. I don't see many videos on this specific thing. All I know is that I have it on my Trident, and I think it made more of a difference on that than this, but this is more of like a race bike, so I feel like they would put more time and effort into this type of, you know what I mean? You see? So, I don't know. Okay, that's enough of that. RaceTorx from Moto Machines, not affiliated with either of them. I bought it just cause. Okay, so I got a phone call while I was filling the tank up from my buddy Kev. He just bought his first bike. So I'm going to go meet up with him. I'm not going to film it or anything like that, but yeah, another Honda. So 2 Hondas in my friend group, which is pretty cool. I've never ridden one of these, so I'm going to go check it out, and we're just going to hang out with him. So yeah, quick video, not a lot left to go on. I don't know if that guy waved, I was thinking, but not much more going on. I'm gonna go on a ride tomorrow, a longer one somewhere over there. So yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. wonderful Saturday and a better Sunday if your day wasn't good today, and for that I apologize. That color's nice. Alright guys, thanks for watching.